When you trust the not knowing, you will grow beyond the tension.
Anonymous.
Collective, what's going on? Happy Yang Day. Hope you guys have had a great week. You know what I'm saying? It's time for the cool down, you know what I mean? On into the weekend. It's Leo season. Happy birthday to all Leos out there, you know what I'm saying? Take everything I say with a grain of salt because things can and will change based on the choices and decisions that you make. Please be aware of the choices and decisions that you do make can and will affect the people around you, so please use discernment, okay? If you're looking to book a personal reading with me, check the description box below as a list of ways of getting in contact with me. Am I missing anything? Oh, mine, yeah. Be aware of scammers, you know what I mean? They're at an all-time high. I am aware that companies are getting data breaches left and right, so, you know, protect yourself. Don't answer those calls, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you say hello once and nobody say nothing. Yeah. They at an all-time high right now. Things is getting ugly. But yeah, welcome to my channel. My name is Moonchild, you know what I'm saying? I go by the name Rico as well. We're gonna get into this Yang energy reading, man. Let's get it popping. Give me some messages for the collective for this Yang energy reading. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? And what do we need to be aware of? Love, career, finances. General messages, warnings. Jeez Louise. That's wicked. We have enter in reverse. So this gives me like, you're not welcome here energy. Do not enter. Somebody got it. Bubble gut energy. Scared to enter. I feel like this is something that somebody needs to avoid with this do not enter. Like if your gut is telling you that a situation, a person, or a place is not good for you, you may want to listen to that. You feel what I'm saying? Like it looks cool. Like this seems like somebody gets invited somewhere and knowing they don't want to go there. It's like an uncomfortable, like this introvert, but it's like someone's going against their intuition here because of some type of, how do you say, just so it's like they're not a Debbie Downer. I just put it that way, like, or Danny Downer, however you want to put it. So it's like somebody basically keeping their promises, even though they don't want to do something, forcing themselves. So it's like if you don't want to do something and you got a bad feeling, then don't go. Like I feel like this should be something that you can watch from social media. Commitment at the bottom. And with these two, you may have some obligations and you can't go to some type of offer. You can't get into some type of job offering, whatever the case may be. It's like something's got your time tied up, or you're trying to figure out what you're wanting to commit to, basically. In the same sense, it's like, I feel like maybe you shouldn't make a decision until you think about all the possibilities with this commitment card at the bottom. So basically, don't do something that you don't want to do. Considering, especially, we got the Beyond Fear out here as well, too. But yeah, something gives somebody anxiety. This gives me like low vibrational energy. This is like what you shouldn't be getting into. So, I mean, that could be as much as clubs, you know what I mean? Like, there's bad vibes there. People get mad over simple things. Or it's just, it could be possibly hanging around the wrong people. Maybe, you know, you need to switch up gyms or something. Like, something needs to be, something needs to actually be sat down and actually thought about, have some type of commitment to yourself, like making a 5-year plan, 10-year plan, whatever the case is. But it's like, until you find something to commit to, there's no point of you entering into this new phase. It's also what I'm picking up as well. Underworld in reverse. All the problems are on the surface. Yep, all the problems are on the surface. We got this 9 energy. So this could be like arguments. Everything finally coming to the surface. Or basically coming out like, this feels like word vomit. You know what I mean? In the same sense, like the good thing is that all this is being exposed. So it's like the mask of what somebody was wearing is now being exposed. All these dark secrets. Like at first everything was cool, calm, and collective, but like now it's like, look how open this area is. So things being exposed in the open. So basically like the underworld, basically what's done in the dark comes to light. Hence like the whole moon, you feel what I'm saying? Like that being the light, because you can still see the stars, you know what I'm saying? It's like everything falls into place. These are like fights, arguments, so it's like people getting exposed. Commitment. You're seeing some type of reality here. You also could be getting like a front row seat to somebody losing their freedom. You might get a front row seat to that. Beyond fear. Anxiety. Like, it's like this gives me you can't leave yet energy now. Like now that we're getting further in, you can't leave until you make a commitment. Yeah. So this has a lot to do with reflecting. So I feel like this could be somebody's inside, like heart-wise, they feel empty. There's nothing to fill that void. Like there's no excitement here. Beyond fear is in reverse. There's nothing for somebody to get excited about anymore. So it's like you could be talking to somebody new, and because you feel empty, it's hard for you to allow this person in. This feels like somebody's hanging on to some type of past hurt. Scared to commit, that's what this is about. So, well, that's part of what it's about. Either way, it's like you got to commit to something, but it's like looking at it from that aspect too. What is it about? What makes you scared of commitment? Are you easily distracted? You feel what I'm saying? Like, are you a thrill seeker, but not really? I kind of feel like this is more of trying to figure out what it is. And look, there's 9 and 9 again. Like something's got to give. It's ending. It's coming to an end. Like this fear or not being in fear, like somebody's comfortability is about to be exposed. In the same sense, this person feels trapped this whole time, or they put themselves in a trap, being nonchalant. This also kind of gives me a heartless energy, because this card here is like empty inside, so that can be a good and a bad thing. Empty in the same sense being good, like you have more room to, you know, for your cup to flow, you feel what I'm saying? Like you have more to feel and more love to feel. But in the same sense, if you're in a negative mood, it'll be pessimistic attitude, depression, things of that nature, things that you shouldn't be eating in the same sense. Freedom in reverse. This is somebody who's definitely trapped mentally, physically, or spiritually. Or this could land, whatever the situation is that could be exposed here, as I was pointing out earlier, could land someone in jail, or there's no way out from what's going on in the same sense. Even though it's like I get this empty inside, and this could be like the heart in the same sense. Like maybe somebody doesn't have a heart and that's being exposed because we still have a light up here. The portal coming through, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother world on the other side that people don't understand. So in the same sense, something could be exposed. So if somebody around you was wearing a mask or, you know, had this persona, it's basically about to get ripped off. Like they're going to get pushed. There's going to be some type of situation where the other side is basically going to show, and it's like, damn, like you're more empty inside than I thought. You feel what I'm saying? That meaning empty, you feel what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm getting, excuse me. And then with the fear, like I said, that's nonchalant energy, like not caring whatsoever. This feels like somebody has somebody caged though. This is like the image that I'm seeing is like when a lion is prancing back and forth, protecting its food or whatever. Like it's an animal. They just like basically they basically like capacitated for themselves, and other people are around. They're very protective over this, to the point where it's like it could feel like a prison. Maybe somebody feels trapped around somebody too, because like that 8, if I put this together, that's 8, and that's in reverse, so that's like stagnant energy. Obviously trapped, not going anywhere. This could be situations not going anywhere. Wow. What are you going to commit to? This is a tricky question. Why don't us answer in reverse? Somebody's definitely scared of commitment though. Like commitment in a relationship, but they tell people they can commit. Like I feel like this person is still like dealing with a lot of other people. Like they're committing to other people. I kind of feel like somebody does come up. They came up on a player who's like in a relationship with hella other females, or it could be the vice versa. You know what I mean? Rebirth. Do not enter. Rebirth is restricted. This also gives me the energy of like you not stepping off your throne to address people beneath you. The low vibrational energy, like I was saying. Keep that, like it all sounds good, but it's like that would stunt your growth pretty much. This would keep you from your rebirth. The phoenix rises out of the ashes. It doesn't get back in it to go pull other people out. So keep that in mind. Like if you know that this is gonna stunt your growth, then you have to be the phoenix. You feel what I'm saying? You have to figure out a way. If you're being told not to enter this way, there's a different way. Stay connected with oneself. Meditate. Just back and forth. Connected, disconnected. You know what I'm saying? Pray about it. Because remember, like, don't enter until you commit. Don't enter a situation until you're ready to commit to it. Because all that's doing is stunting your growth. It's wicked. The presence. Being in limbo. Teeter-tottering back and forth. Someone's having a hard time making a decision. Yeah, see the other world. Your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you, but you may not be paying attention. You know, your spirit guides have ways of communicating with you. It could be through feathers. It could be coins, surprisingly. Certain songs, commercials. It's like somebody... Okay. So basically it's like you would need to get back in tune. Like there's something... It has something to do with riding. But the other world... Communicate 21-3. It's hard to communicate. It's hard to... There's no expansion. There's no growth. There's no connection. So maybe someone's in fear of their spirit guides, or someone's in fear of some spirit guides. You know what I mean? This also could be your ancestors upset. If you know for a fact that you're paying attention, this could be like the other world, like your ancestors being upset. Like they're not finna be on this, you know, love and light energy here. They finna be on some yin and yang, more yang energy, this light, you know, light and dark. I can come at you with peace until you mess with mine type energy. So that could be that as well, what I'm picking up on. Your ancestors are giving you clues. So I feel like this is a warning. And your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you, but you may not be listening. Or maybe you don't know what, like, maybe you're not understanding the communication. But this oneness does give me worry, because if we do the 13, this shows a distraction. What would cause you to be distracted from some right up under your nose? It would be stress. And it's always that one situation that sneaks right up on you, right up under you at the most inopportune time. Someone allowed a snake in. Wellness underworld in reverse. New world, change of scenery. Adventure. A whole new world. This gives me moving energy for sure. Underworld. But it's a water tower, just imagine. All this will be up under, you know what I mean? Everything that this person's been hiding, you might see receipts, transactions, things of that nature. You're like, what the fuck? I thought you was broke. These are things that could be exposed. Something having to do with receipts. Adventure, yeah. Somebody was taking trips. Or you will be taking trips. But this new world also shows me it's like somebody's taking a new approach to life. With this underworld, everything that was once buried is like, if you were basically ashamed of your flaws, this gives me the energy of you embracing your flaws. With this whole new world, an adventure, the spiritual journey, this gives me growth energy. That'll probably, like, once you do accept that, you know what I'm saying, these will probably go upright. But you can't enter until you're ready to commit. Wellness beyond fear in reverse. Birth. Yeah, this is like stunting one's growth. Very nonchalant about this growth. No trusts. So this feels like more fear than anything. It's hard to see through the wood because of too many trees. These feel like excuses. Beyond fear in reverse. Like, why are you not worried? 36, 37, 10. You can't enter until you make a commitment. No trust, not wanting to take a leap of faith. This is stunting somebody's growth. Too many distractions. At 13. So this could be like somebody being mentally trapped. Not having this trust. You can mentally trap yourself that way. You gotta trust something. If you don't trust anything, it makes it hard for you to move. You feel what I'm saying? Not having any trust whatsoever. You gotta trust something. So like basically somebody could be living in survival mode. You know, I've been through it too. Oneness, freedom in reverse. Of the world. Yeah. Now it makes sense. Your spirit guide's been trying to reach you. You haven't been picking up because you feel trapped. No movement. So this kind of feels like depressed energy. Your spirit guides are still there. They're still around you. 3, 8, 11. You got the choice. That on and off switch that I be talking about 11s be doing, you got to snap back into reality. Yeah, your spirit guides are there with you. It's like somebody's trying to change to accommodate, like someone's trying to hide from somebody or something that they don't need to hide. It's like embrace who you are. No initiation, like there's nothing that you have to do in the same sense. But until you learn to connect with your spirit guides, you're gonna always feel trapped. This is what the problem is, not communicating with the spirit guides. With your spirit guides. Communicating with God, meditating, you know what I mean? So this gotta change. Look, there's an 11, that 2. And look, the 9 in reverse, poor communication. So poor communication with your spirit guides is what's stopping your growth. So you need to speak into your existence, what you want, and actually commit to it. That's the reason why you can't get in. You can't get in until after 10. You're trying to get it for the cheap price, you know what I'm saying? Wait until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, oh yeah, just go ahead and come in, player. That's almost over. You ain't even gonna get a drink. Yeah, so like that procrastination, wait until the last minute. And that's what's stunting your growth. Let's put some tarot on it. Put some tarot on it. Put some tarot on it, right? Oh, yeah. Alright, oneness inner, Phoenix, oneness and presence restricted. What's going on with that? The Ace of Swords. With the Fool. These are definitely new beginnings, for sure, for sure. Yeah, victories, breakthroughs, new ideas. I kind of feel like this is overthinking, though. Because look at, we got these restricted, you feel what I'm saying? You may be overthinking some things. And that's why you can't enter either, you know what I mean? There's another reason why it's best to communicate with your spirit guides, because I feel like truth will be revealed with this Ace of Swords. All the truth to your answers, all the truth to the questions that you want to know will come out. But you're going to have to listen to your spirit guides, you know what I mean? This is how you end up freeing yourself. Right now, somebody may feel trapped. But you can be victorious. But you can't enter until you commit. New beginnings awaits. The Fool card. Have fun. Be open-minded. You feel what I'm saying? Be free-spirited. You don't have to be reckless. But look, you see she's about to step on that ledge. She ain't got no care in the world. But you see, like, there's still a pathway for her to walk. So basically, God is going to carry you either way. Infinite possibilities. You see that 0. You feel what I'm saying? Oneness, underworld, in reverse in this new world. Queen of Cups, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, the whale. Look, a whale. Somebody comes in with it says whale. They look up and down like that's how funny. 8 of Cups. Oh, there's some changes. Somebody goes whale. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, that's my ADHD, y'all. But yeah, like, oh, bro, whale. Man. Someone who's over emotional. They're trying to hold back tears. It's kind of hard because things are changing. So fear of change, everything coming out in the open. Star card, loss of faith, loss of life. Death card. This is refusing to grow. Like, this person is never going to change. Someone keeps giving CPR to dead situations. The fear of change, sad. There's a whole lot of tears. Well, look how old and rusty this is, too. You let this tower overfill, like, yeah, it overflows. But I feel like this would do some damage. I feel like some damage has been done by Queen of Cups. Somebody who was in their emotions. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius energy. Argumentative. This person's disconnected from their emotions. Like I say, it's like bottled up, bottled in. Refusing change. Fight to the death. This feels like some type of struggle or some type of, accord, you know what I mean? Some type of fight, especially like with this 8 of Cups. Like the old you dead and gone. Disappointment, sad, you know what I mean? Not wanting to give up, but somebody has a lot of sad nights, not wanting to give up. Somebody's in fear of death or scared of death. Scorpio energy, Aquarius energy, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces energy. You know, like, look how distraught this person is. And the spirit guy's trying to get somebody's attention. It's part of somebody's growth and somebody doesn't want it, you know what I mean? Lack of faith. This could be an alcoholic as well. Somebody who abuses drugs. Somebody who does something way too much. You know what I mean? Like, it could kill off a good side of this person. Like, you may miss this person, whatever the case may be, but it's like having to let this person go. Why keep giving CPR to dead situation if this person isn't going to change? If this person's still in your light, you know, the star energy, because they could be overly emotional, or they could just be overly loving and, you know, you may want your space. You trying to keep your emotions intact as well, you know what I mean? But I do see, like, with this water tower up, it's like a whole lot of emotions inside, holding back tears. not having trust with this Star card in reverse, something has to give here. There's no time to give up, you know what I mean? There's also somebody who can't believe that somebody died too. This is in disbelief, in shock. One on this beyond fear, birth. Seven of Cups. Uh-oh. See what I was saying about the procrastination earlier? But look, these are illusions. This is fear being embedded, you know what I mean? Like, forcing you to make a tough decision. I can't see through the wood because of too many trees. No, it's somebody in your ear feeding you fear. And you're trying to play it off cool. Seems like you got to make your own decisions. Birth. Too many trees in the way, you feel what I'm saying? But no, it's somebody literally in your way. Scorpio energy, Pisces energy. Like, these people don't do anything at all. They're an obstacle. And you notice, like, it's at night, this person's in bed, so this person could whole ass be whispering real weird shit to you. Like, trying to subconsciously program you. You know what I mean? How do you say, like, try to manipulate somebody in their sleep, like, trying to convince somebody that they want to, you know, be the one and all that stuff? Be careful of that. Like, why you don't get that much sleep? What's wrong with you? Page of Pentacles. What is you doing? Paying attention to the wrong thing? Uninvested in the wrong things? Way too invested in the wrong thing, excuse me. I feel like that's another thing too, is like, you're just disinterested in what's going on around you. The Seven of Cups, those are people feeding you illusions for sure. There's also like a tough choice that you have to make, you know what I mean? You feel like you may not be going anywhere, you know, maybe wanting to give up too soon because things get hard. I feel like this is fear. But just mainly because of the position that it's in, it feels like fear. Fear of your hopes and dreams. Somebody really is pulling at somebody's emotional cords here because they don't want them to do something. They want them to pull away, change their mind. So somebody's definitely out here trying to cause some type of confusion. It feels like there's way too many people involved. This is somebody who's going to be tripping off of finances. Yeah, it's like, it seems like arguments over money. Especially like looking at with this Seven of Cups. It's like someone's darkest secrets or deepest nightmares are starting to become a reality. Yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, something gets exposed here. Like somebody's making a huge mistake, or they're making mistakes along the way. Like, yeah, somebody's naive. The Seven of Cups. So someone who's supposed to be privy to the BS is actually not privy. Do not enter wishful thinking. This may be a personal vendetta. If it is, you should withdraw this Page of Pentacles. One is freedom in reverse in this other world. Ten of Cups in reverse. That's family fallouts. Loss of happiness. Misaligned values, you know what I mean? Dreams begin to shatter. And one try to be warned. Time and money, everything slipping through one's hands. Nine of Cups. This is having to deal with praying and wishing, like with the Nine of Cups. This is someone who's like praying strongly for something to happen, something to be true, you know what I mean? Hoping their wildest dreams come true, or praying that something magical happens after some kind of loss. Nine of Cups. Somebody also could be trying to play off their emotions as well. I mean, shit, come on. You just lost everything and you smiling about it? Nah, what's wrong with you? Yeah, somebody's hiding some type of chaotic, situation. They're trying to be numb to it. The money's just slipping through this person's hands. Justice, the Justice card. Justice, injustice, teeter and tottering. So it's like somebody's, ooh, wow. Wow. Somebody feels stuck between a rock and a hard place. The law of karma is about to strike somebody. But depending on how much you get involved, you might be just as guilty, you feel what I'm saying? It's like having to wait. So this feels like don't teeter-totter forward. This is, you're at risk of being falsely accused of something, or falsely in something that you shouldn't have been in, you know what I mean? Like, it seems like an injustice. Things having to be made right for some type of fucked up situation. Yeah. How can you be how could you be out here partying when some fucked up shit just popped off? Somebody trying to numb to, yeah. How can you be out partying? Damn. What goes around comes around. But don't get yourself wrapped up in this situation. Allow karma to come and do its justice. Don't step in the way of that. Four of Pentacles. Some may win the battle, but the battles are worth losing compared to the war. Because a war can cost you all of this. Land, it's too much money to do a war. Capricorn energy, Mercury retrograde must be coming soon. I have to check the dates again. But that's the second time I've seen Mercury. It's in reverse. But also, it's just like I say, things coming out. Things coming out in the open. To actually see that somebody's empty inside. Very cheap. Cheap suits. You know what I mean? Somebody's very antsy. Like, this Four of energy, it's already rigid, you feel what I'm saying? But like, for everything to be slipping through one's hands, it's like somebody fell off their game. You know what I mean? Somebody got so obsessed with winning, in the same sense of greed. Like, someone's so obsessed with winning that they've made mistakes. So this is another reason why, in the same sense, you need to stay out of the situation, because karma's making its rounds. Like, this person is going to fall on their own sword and not even realize it. And there's nothing you can do to save this person. This is a wasted time and wasted effort of you, you know what I'm saying? Misusing your resources. Focus on financial stability. So that's what I got for you guys for this Yang Energy read, man. I appreciate you guys coming through and check out the vibes. Much peace and prosperity to you guys, man. Love.